that, I think the reason that the car is tighter, and here we see Mark Truex Jr. in the one car up against the wall. Caution is out.
He just went in the first turn, and man, it's so hard to get into turn one. They've done some repair work on that corner down there on Friday night, and man, that turn is slick. And he gets a little bit loose, and when you get up that high, there's done a lot of work down there, but there's not any grip when you get that high.
I talked to his crew chief this morning, Kevin Bono-Mannion. He said, you know what, this is our third straight.
Hard into the wall goes Kurt Busch, the defending series champion. And quickly, we're under the second caution of the night at lap number 10. That's
car just came around with him over there, that unpredictable turn two.
The 1 and 2 end of the racetrack down here, the drivers is just driving them crazy. You can see, look at the fluid coming out of that car. That's got to be coming out of the 97.
trouble turn 2, back straightaway, big pileup. Scott Riggs is in it. Jimmy Spencer backs it into the wall. Robbie Gordon was right in the center of things. And caution is out for the 4th time today at lap 100.
This will be a huge break for Bobby Labonte, the 18 car. He will get the free pass. He'll be back on the lead lap to see Mike Skinner in the 23 car.
Something happened
in this crash as well.
Well, I think something happened to Skinner's car. I think Skinner blew up in front of those guys, and that's what started that whole thing.
And of course, as well, talking to a NASCAR official.
Man, he hit something hard. Caution is out.
I think that's the racetrack has come up, and a piece of the track is
damaged a whole hell of a lot more than that.
It's like what happened to him at Martinsville last year. Look at that.
Let's go back to Matt.
We're going to get this thing fixed up, guys.
And that's exactly what I was going to say to you. It reminds me a lot of what took place at Martinsville when he was leading that event. Gordon feels like there's a lot more than just cosmetic damage to this race car. Formulating a game plan down here in the 24 pit. 3 times Gordon's won the 600. Hardway, they were in front of the leader, and very possibly will make sure Scott Wimmer may have gotten the free pass back on the lead lap.
All the rubber and debris as he heads down into turn 3 there off the 09's front tire. She just let go.
It looks like he's going to take it to the garage area. Of course, this team, they do not run all of the races. There's no reason to be out there points racing.
Spinning off of turn 4, 78.
Caution is out. I think the free pass probably goes to that 8 car, Dale Earnhardt Jr. right here.
Sucker just spun out. I mean, that's just how unpredictable this racetrack is. I called it a trick track. It's a tricky racetrack, boys.
Darrell, how many times did we see that in the Busch race last night? No contact in the wall, and it is Kurt Busch.
I'm not surprised. He was not running that fast, and looked like he was having a hard time just keeping up the minimum speed.
When in the garage earlier, Busch predicted they'd finish 43rd tonight, and now that prophecy appears to have come true.
But that will benefit Casey Mears, the 41 car. He will get the free pass, but I think a lot of damage to that 97 car this time. You see Jimmy Finning for the 2nd time tonight crawling off the pit box, and I think he may know that it could be over with tonight.
10.
When he went back out on the track, Mike, I could tell he was having a hard time trying to even just keep up to what minimum speed would have been. The car didn't look like it was driving worth a flip.
Oh, Scott Wimmer. Not going to hit anything, but he is going to bring out the yellow flag for the 9th time tonight.
Sterling Marlin in the 40 car, he has to go down pit road to avoid being in that accident.
Down into turn 3 here. Everything looks good right at this point. Rudd goes in and gets on the apron just a tad and brushes the left rear corner. Boy, look at Mark Martin and Kenseth. They all in. Here comes Sterling down pit road. Just a slight brush by Ricky Rudd into Wimmer's car, but is enough to spin him out. So he got loose off the floor.
Looked like a lot of damage, Darrell. He just hits the wall again, may have a tire down.
We're in the fence down there 1 and 2, James.
He knocked the fire out of it coming off turn.
Keep her up there. Keep her up.
Caution is out.
2 more to go.
10th caution flag of the night. for the former NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series champion Travis Kvapil.
It just did one of those little jumps out from under him off turn 4 right here. Here he comes up high. See it start to wiggle. Overcorrects, slams the fence.
The right rear looks down right there, which he's going to find out right here.
Yeah, but I think he can't steer it either. I think the sheet metal is over the right front tire.
Casey Mears and the one of Martin Truex.
Oh, and somebody else nailed him. Is that
Marlin, Mears' teammate, nailed him.
And remember, why Sterling Marlin was back that far was that penalty he had for not reducing his speed on pit road during that caution a while ago.
Robbie Gordon gets a lap back
Tonight.
Almost made it by.
41 was just going down the hill, not anything he could do. He'd already been into the wall and he didn't have much control over the car. Watch this. This is just, man. Sterling didn't even know what was hitting him, I bet.
Boy, Carl Edwards in the 99 almost was caught up in this wreck.
Jeff Green pits, so does Mike Bliss. Bill Jamie McMurray, I believe. Yes, it is.
The third Ganassi car.
And Robbie Gordon gets his other lap back, Larry.
Back on the lead lap the hard way. I believe Chip's had enough. He's hacking his beak.
I don't know what he could be thinking.
Not sure. Jamie McMurray goes around.
He's got that spun out in the second turn look.
He was right in front of Scott Wimmer. And big evasive action in the back there.
By a lot of cars.
Tonight than his teammate, Casey King.
Turn 4. Who's around?
Robbie Gordon, 7.
Gets his laps back, 2 of them, and then has this happen.
Now he's still on the lead lap as he brings out the 13th caution of the night, 1 shy of the record.
Be all right. Robbie just got back on the lead lap. He goes into turn 3 there. Was that Truex?
Yes, it was.
In the 1 car.
Yes.
Truex got the 41 car. Oh, 42 off turn 4. Coming down through here.
Caution's out again.
Big slide. Nice save for Jamie McMurray. He will likely not be penalized for going too fast down pit road because he hardly ever got to pit road. Right at the back of this pack.
All by himself. All by myself.
Now, things are going pretty good here until he gets to the end of the little 8th mile. Right about here.
Driving back to the front's pretty tough. Oh, Michael just got turned.
And look at Matt Kenseth in the 17 gets wrapped up in it.
Bunch of cars. What in the world happened, guys?
You think Chip Ganassi's had problems? I think the 2 DEI cars just got together and brought on that big pileup.
On the straightaway.
I tell you, that's right where there's no soft wall, and that's all on left side, too. Oh.
I mean, the picture tells the story right there.
He just jacked him up.
And, of course, nowhere for Matt Kenseth in the 17 to go.
Well, that was ugly.
Kenseth down to the bottom. Terry Labonte, watch the 44, will get swept up in it. Junior tries to cross under Michael. Too close to him to make the move.
Boy, Bill Elliott and Bobby Labonte just squeaking by.
Racetrack. Caution.
Caution's out to 3 and 3 and 4.
It's the 16th yellow flag. It comes at lap 265. We believe it's for debris because we've not been given any other indication.
Yellow's out. Wave off.
Dave Blaney bringing out the caution flag. This is the 17th one tonight, and it comes at lap 288. So 111 laps to go. That's 166 miles left to run.
And one thing we know, everybody's...
Okay, buddy, hang on to what you got. Nobody clear behind you. There you go. Nice and easy. It just blew up big time, boys.
Big cloud of smoke, but apparently not much liquid debris down in turns 3 and 4. No speedy dry put down, but look at that. Smoke stream.
Right here's what happened. He was trying to get to pit road. He had a flat tire, or else he flat spotted his tire. He couldn't get it turned down to pit road, and here's a caution.
No caution yet. We've stayed green if he stays out of the groove, because if we get a caution here, this is going to change. And there it is. There's the caution. This is going to be a huge break for those cars that had not pitted yet.
He couldn't get down to get into pits.
Things are turned around a little bit. There he is. He couldn't get into his pit. He couldn't get into the pit. Right there, I think he just had a soft right front tire. He may have flat spotted that tire trying to get slowed up to get to pit road, and that's what blew it out. But nonetheless, he could not. Jared's teammate, Elliott Sadler, got bumped out of the lead on the last lap by Carl Edwards. I think Carl may have been giving him a bump draft. I don't think DJ appreciated it or whatever it was. Certainly let you know. I thought you saw jacking the guy in front of you up right there. And then here's DJ to say, hey, dude, this is under caution. You hit my car. So I'm going to hit yours. Dale Jarrett has a lot of left front.
Turnaround for his team. Well, now he's about to be caught. Oh, trouble! Brian Vickers got in the back of one car, turned it sideways. Jeff Gordon's in it. Bill Elliott.
Martin, the 6.
Bill Elliott was the car that Vickers got into.
Kevin Harvick in the 29.
And the rest of the field. Martin and Kevin Harvick torn up, and we have just broken the all-time record for cars. Watch the left of your screen. There's Vickers, there's Elliott.
Just a little bump right there, like a bump draft, almost like what Dale Jr. did to Michael earlier and what Carl Edwards did to Dale Jarrett going down the back. Just a little bump, and away they go, wrecking everywhere.
Now, Mark Martin hit the wall hard. Elliott Sadler had a couple of brushes with disaster, but was able to drive through.
I think he may have got some damage on the left front fender, possibly. Right there.
Gordon hits the ball on the outside down here and then gets hit.
Brian Vickers just drove into the back of Bill Elliott.
Yeah, another one of those closing rate things. And
Jimmy Johnson, though, is coming. Oh, car in the wall. Hard and coming down from the traffic, the leader. Nemechek has crashed. Wimmer has crashed.
He put oil down. Sorry. I blew the right rear.
Right rear tire for Nemechek. Caution flag 22.
Here goes Joe. I mean, he's out there just sailing along. You see the car wobble? Around she goes.
Jimmy Johnson almost T-boned him as Nemechek slid down the track.
I'm not sure to hold Jimmy off.
They stayed pretty even. Right here's where he got the run the last time. They'll be coming to the white flag this time.
He's going to hold him off, Larry. I think he can do it.
But Johnson is good off turn 4, and if he can get alongside, and Labonte right to the grass to hold him off. Last time.
He can't do it. I don't believe he can do it unless Bobby messes up.
There he goes to the bottom, Darrell. They're going to be side by side off turn 2. Bobby's on the half side.
You can't pass over there. There's no way.
What's that?
One last charge right here, man.
It's all over, boys.
Was that the last best move made too soon?
Here he comes, outside.
Just like in Atlanta last March. Now, he's not going to be able to do it, I don't think. They're side by side.
Here he comes.
Jimmy Johnson. 48 car.
He did it. 3 in a row, Jimmy Johnson.
By 2/100ths of a second.
I thought when he got beat off of turn 2, it was all over, but he drove it in on the outside and won it.
Boy, was that worth staying up late for or what?
Incredible.